And hello, good evening. Happy Sunday to everyone. Thank you for being here. Let me take some right here, my little beats. Hope y'all are having a great weekend. Wanted to kind of get into some of the things I've been doing, but if you saw one of my last community posts, I had a little scare. So I thought it would be good just kind of talk about it and touch on it a little bit since I've only shared it as a community post about how to keep your home safe, like little things. But I do want to talk about some of the things that I have planned for the next couple lives. So we'll get into it. Good evening to everyone. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Good to see you all. Thank you, G-Webs, for popping in first. Appreciate you. Time Machine, good to see you. AG, good evening. Hello, EJM on the YouTube side. Good to see you. Hey, Mike. Good to see you. Thanks, DJ. Right on time. Appreciate you. I want to, there's a couple things. I'm trying to keep myself a little bit organized, but thanks for everyone. If you watched my vlog, I did the vlog about traveling to Dallas. I flew into Dallas and went to Grapevine, Texas for the Texas Gun Experience. Well, to the Texas Gun Experience for the National Range Day, the Women's National Range Day, in honor of International Women's Weekend. And so I did have a little vlog on that and just trying to get my feet wet with vlogging a little bit more, sharing more personal side of what I do, not just going live with you on Sundays and, the gun related videos that I do and I will continue to do because I enjoy it. But thank you for everyone who commented and watched it. I do have that as the latest video, I believe. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, thank you. Please do that. Thank you. I will leave some feedback, okay? Like I said, just trying to spread out and do some other things. I'll just share another part of my life that I know is going to bring a different audience, which is fine, but hopefully it might interest. There will be some intersecting points with self-defense and personal safety. And so thank you. Thank you for all who support that new path, right? So make sure I say hello to folks popping in. I've had a full weekend. I don't know about you. What did y'all do? Anyone do anything interesting this weekend? Let me just say, I hadn't been to the gym for a hot minute, okay? Well, when you say hot minute, just leave it vague right there. It's been longer than it should have been. So I took it easy, but I did go. It's bad. I'm friends with my with one of the instructors, Facebook friends, and she messaged me and said, "We haven't seen you for a while. It's bad when you get there. I haven't seen you in a while." Yeah. So getting back to it. Thank you. Hi, SD Marine. Good to see you. Welcome in. And you pray pretty penny when you go to certain gyms too. And yeah, I'll just leave that there. But I went back and I didn't hurt myself too much. But we have to take care of ourselves, especially when you get older. If you walk on the treadmill or you walk around your neighborhood, if it's safe to do so. Making sure you're keeping your heart rate up and keeping yourself healthy, not just eating right, but you're physically doing something that you can do, whatever's best for you. But just, keep that in mind, being healthy. But yeah, I was dying a little bit. Hello, David. Good to see you. Welcome. Hey, Tilly Stan. Thank you. Yes, no problem. Please drive safely. Yes. Hi, what's up? Welcome. Yes, Kenny Loves Guns. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate everyone because I did not go live last week. Thank you, Kenny Loves Guns. Thank you. And I probably won't. It may depend. I may use that live slot to do some of the premieres just to help me grow. But I may just have it separate. We'll have to see. Feedback is appreciated. I thought that it would be good to go live, or sorry, do run the premiere during the live, but I think next time I'll just do it as a separate day and do it that way. So what do you think? What do you think about that? I do enjoy going live with you all, but sometimes I don't have a specific topic. So it may not matter to you all or not. I just want your time being spent with me worthwhile and that you're enjoying yourself. So is free sherbet part of the Do You Think Joe plan? Good question, G-Webs. Good question. Not this time. How about that? I'm not a sherbet kind of gal, honestly. Yeah. But you know, if that's what the audience might want, you know, it might be someday. Hi, Cliff 49. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. You went to the range this weekend? I did not go to the range this weekend. Yeah. I'm not sure when I'm going. Probably the end of May before I get back out to the outdoor range anyway. We'll see. Thank you. Yes, if you are here, please do hit the like button. You know it helps us. You know how hard it is for us doing the self-defense content, how challenging it can be for us. So thanks for hitting the like button. Yeah, I was going to talk about that a little bit. As you know, I feel like I have OCD, okay? Because I can't sit still and I do one thing and then I start another thing and I won't say I get bored with that one thing, but I want to do something else. And I've taken on a new job. And so adjusting to that has really impacted my martial arts and me going to the range and posting new content. We just can't do everything all at once, right? Or do it well. People always say that. So I have taken, and I was doing some traveling, the martial arts. If you watched, I did a live where I showed you my belt. I don't have it here with me to show you, but I'm green black right now, solid green, and with the black strip in the middle of the belt. My next one is the brown white. So it'll be brown white in the middle, and then it'll be solid brown, and it'll be brown black, the black in the middle, and then I will go for my black belt. So I'm very, very close. But I didn't test this last time, which was last month. And I went just to cheer my other teammates on, part of the dojo. I cheered and yelled and all that good stuff for them. But I felt really left out because I hadn't been a audience member before. It's like, I could do that. And everyone elevated, and here I am still stuck. So I really got shook up from that. And there's no rush. And we all, study at our own pace. But I'm really competitive. And yeah. But okay, I don't know if I shared it before. When I went to, we sometimes do like a women's self-defense seminar just to bring women in the community to the dojo and let them kind of see what it's about. And then we have various ages. I feel like sometimes people come into this particular dojo and they feel like they have to be the biggest, tallest, like super fast and strong. And it's not like that at all. Okay, I go there, right? No. But there's some big guys there. But during the seminar, we Santoshi is his name, the master of the dojo, our master, and he demonstrated. He and his wife. He's the highest ranking instructor of this art, 7th degree, and they went around and they did demonstrations and we showed them how to do certain kind of moves. And then they said, hey, so to me, they pointed to me. So when someone asked, how do you handle someone being really short with someone being really tall? Like, what do you do? Someone comes up behind you and does a chokehold. And I think I mentioned this before, but there's been feedback since that. Some other attendees. For anyone who missed it when I commented about it before, you can be a certain height, doesn't matter. You can be a little bit older. We have a second degree black belt. I think he's like 72, something like that. So it doesn't matter, okay? The most important thing is that you're doing something that you feel confident in and that you feel comfortable as you can be, moving about in public. And you just learn a certain mindset. So there was a move where they, the guy, and he was 6'4", I think, 6'2", 6'4", something like that. Once you get above 6, it's all taller than me. But he came around and gave me a chokehold. And there's a certain move where you turn into their arm here, and you tuck your chin, and you basically kind of like drop onto your knee, and that person rolls over. So on the spot, I had to demonstrate that. I guess that's what happens in real life, right? But so that's what really a lot of the women who did sign up, this motivated them. So along with the martial arts, I just want to be a positive example of what you can look like. Doesn't matter, or that it doesn't matter what you look like. You could defend yourself to the best of your ability, and to try it and figure out what might be best for you. It may not be jujitsu, may not be Krav Maga and all those other ones, but in your community, there might be one, and they let you come in and try out and do a trial, or just come and observe and see. If you're concerned about, do you have the right tools or the mindset to get yourself out of a situation, I'm sure there's a place where you might live locally. You Googled it, that you can find some resources out there for you. You don't be flailing out there, like a little lamb, defenseless. So I was really proud of that. And they told me that it really made an impact with me being there. Even though I was a slacker and I haven't been for a really long time because I was traveling. So I was like, okay, I didn't do, my testing, but my demos, but I really made an impact in that way. So I'll get back to that in a hot second. I'll get back to that in a hot second. Hi, Keith Gregory. Good to see you. Welcome in. Sometimes we'll go off on tangents, okay? And I don't get behind. I'm going to make sure I stay kind of up as I kind of share what I am doing. The Dallas trip was fun. I've never been. Like, Dallas is like a weird hub. It's like a bouncing point for people going to other places. So I've been to DFW before, Dallas Fort Worth Airport, but never really visited the area. And I didn't get there, get to stay as long as I wanted to this trip, but hopefully I can go back, which I'll talk about here in a hot second. I will be going back to Dallas. So I'll get into it, but it was a good time, and it's a nice city from what I saw. The testings we go through, just for anyone who's unfamiliar, especially with this art, every 3 months or so, we are practicing new skills while still reviewing the old skills. It's like a progression. We just layer on and improve and perfect those movements. And when we test, I say test, but it's really just a graduation, a demonstration of what you've learned new over the last 3 months so that you can excel. And part of that, what you're supposed to do, especially as you get higher in the belt levels, is you have to pick ukes, people who are to attack you with certain moves, and you have to create your own situations and scenarios. And for me, I have to create 3 different scenarios, maybe someone coming up and doing the chokehold behind me. Like, it has to be realistic to me what I could foresee something happening, or someone grabbing my hair, and what I would do to get out of that. Or last time when I tested for my green black belt, someone came and put their arm like over my shoulder, you know, maybe like a drunk guy trying to, hey, little lady, what are you doing? Why don't you come this way? That kind of situation, you know, and what I did to get out of it. So we have to do 3 demonstrations of what we learned. And it's a formality because we've been testing and they've been watching us. And once you get to graduation, it's kind of like, okay, you're at a level where you properly demonstrated to us that you have learned that skill. You're always a student. You never perfect anything, right? But that you're continuing to practice and you learned that skill. And so it is, I have to share the video. I did record and film the ceremony, and I'll post that in some way so you can kind of see. But it could be a little bit intimidating because you're testing in front of everybody, and then everyone who you know, any kind of guests that they brought. So it's a good time, but once it's over, you're like, whew, my gosh, I made it through. That's what I feel like anyway. Anyone from the dojo listening, don't listen. I've got a couple of people who watch my channel who are part of my dojo. Best to be competitive with yourself. No, I bet you're doing more things successfully than just progressing in rank. And could in your old self, yes, be able to juggle all that. You're right. I don't give myself enough grace. I don't think we all give ourselves enough grace, you know, with those kinds of things. I agree. Yes, I know. You know, if I started 10, 20 years ago, I'd probably be a little bit more agile, you know, because we do have to roll and things like that. Ooh, my bones. But overall, it's good. Yes, I would agree. Hi, Woods. Good evening. Thanks for being here. Hi, scriptwriter. Good to see you. So yes, anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me go off on a little tangent, but just a reminder, okay? Do what you can to keep yourself safe. We don't want you out there like a little baby lamb, defenseless. So just a reminder on that. Also, I went to the gym. I said that right. Yes. Yeah, I was sharing that I ran into someone in the parking lot that was part of the dojo that follows me and you know, people in the bushes and such. But I appreciate everyone who's listening. If you're watching this live, thank you. If you're watching this on replay, thank you so much. Just like to share things. I am She Fires, all about self-defense, mainly with the firearm. We talk about situational awareness and other forms of self-defense. I did not say that, so thank you. I did a community post. This little thing right here freaked me out. Thanks for everyone who comments on it. This is a carbon monoxide alarm. And I used to work long ago for a retail store that sold like safety products and little hidden, you can hide like stuff in an aerosol can, you know, little hidden compartments around your house. And I worked for a company and I got hip to it then, but I bought this. This is dated 2016, okay? And it went off last week and I didn't know where it was. I thought it was my smoke detector. I did bring one down so I can kind of show you. And I'm bringing this up because these all have a shelf life, okay? It's not enough just to change the batteries. You have to change the physical device also. And the carbon monoxide alarm, which is very similar to the smoke alarm. Here's my smoke alarm. You want to, this is like a 7 to 10, depending on the manufacturer, 7 to 10 life cycle, a year lifespan is what they suggest. And this is 2016. So I thought like I was good. And I changed the battery out, but it still continued to beep. And I was freaking out. And it's carbon monoxide. You know that it's odorless, tasteless, all that. So you don't know. It'll creep up on you. And once it started going off, I thought it was a smoke detector and it wasn't. And then I Googled it. It's like, okay, it's this. And I changed the battery and it's still going off. So I called the non-emergency line, a fire and rescue, and the fire truck came. Like my little community is just chill and quiet. And so when the fire truck comes through or an ambulance comes through, it's a big deal. Like people come out. Okay. So, oh my gosh. So I had to forewarn my neighbors on either side of me. It's like, okay, the fire truck is coming. Don't be alarmed, but my carbon monoxide detector went off. And I just like to alert them. Like I will want that same kind of courtesy that something in their house went off and it could impact me. So I let them know. They came through. I felt really embarrassed that they said, ma'am, they didn't talk in a country accent. I'm just saying that. There was no detection. They brought in like a little device, whatever they had. It said there's no detection. So there was no leak. Thank you. Thankfully, you just need to replace your device. And I was like, I am so sorry. I'm embarrassed. It's like, don't be, it's okay. Because we don't know. Honestly, we don't know if it's legitimate or not. Like, how will we know that the device, and there could be defective devices too, right? But it had reached its life cycle. Although I still had at least 2 or 3 years left on this. So I say that to say, get one. Okay, they're really expensive on Amazon. I actually put it on my Amazon store. But then also I looked at my smoke alarm as well, and I looked at the back. I was like, let me just look and see. This is a Kitty brand. This is First Alert, but this is the Kitty brand, and this is April 2015. So honestly, I did change the battery on this, but it really should probably just proactively. Do you proactively replace your devices? It's time. And I've got several of these. So just wanted to share that reminder to make sure that you are checking, not only changing the batteries, but looking at when it's time to replace the physical unit. Are you bad like me? Or maybe you're good and I'm just a slacker and I didn't even think about that. I'm just sharing. Sharing is caring. And then it made me think, long ago, you always get random things, okay? If my mom's listening, I apologize, but I do want to bring this up. Good evening, Chad Kelly. Thanks for being here. Thanks for popping in. I see that. Sometimes you get really odd things from your family members. If you know that movie, Christmas Story, you know, the little pink bunny that Ralphie got, that sometimes, sometimes happens. But in this case, although I didn't realize it at the time, I think it was a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. I'm not sure. But I got one of these fire blankets. And Mama She-Fire got this for me. And at the time, I was like, okay, thank you. Yes, thank you. Appreciate that. But this is a really good gift. If you don't have one of these, because when a fire starts, you're not supposed to use water, right? And I know that there's other things like who has sand or what other, I don't even know what else you can have because I have this to throw onto a fire, like a grease fire or something like that. So another reminder, these are on Amazon also. We just want to keep ourselves safe, okay? Physically safe from a perpetrator, but that we're doing the right things to keep our home safe. So I knew I was talking about the smoke alarm and the carbon monoxide detector. So I thought I'd bring out and show this to you. You can get this on Amazon too. Okay? Just get it. Just have it kind of hanging out there, You may never, ever, ever need it. But if you do, just like a firearm, best to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Right? So, yes. I didn't even know. I actually only just have one G-Webs. Thank you for your comment. I have one in each room. Yeah. That's close to my kitchen. But it's good. It's a good gift. Again, for the person that, holiday times are coming around, think about safety. Think about things that they will appreciate. Hopefully they will appreciate having those types of things. So that's something you get for yourself, Yes. Get them as gifts. Certainly. Thank you for that. Yes. So I do want to give a shout out here. Let me make sure I can pull this up here. Thanks for everyone who's kind of hanging out with me listening to this. Side note, let me just share this. Random. This is what I do, random. I went to Walmart today and it's boiling outside. Okay, so now I have a certain spot I like to park under a tree now. But I went into, we were checking out. I took my little with me. She always helps me scan, teaching her the way so she can be independent. And I do self-checkout always. More times than not, 99.9% of the time, I just like to do it myself now. It's just what I do. So we're doing that. And this little lady, I didn't know how old she was until later, but she was making eye contact with me. And I'm like, do I know you? Like, she was looking really hard. Ooh, that light's bright. Let me scoot this way. Is that light really bright? I'm gonna turn that off for next time. But she was looking at me and she said, hey, do you know, really hard to hear. She's very soft spoken. Do you work here? And I said, no. And she's like, does she work here? I'm like, what, my kid? No, she's like, we didn't have anything. Like, no. She's like, oh, okay. She's yeah. We're just helping each other again because she helps me, you know, bag and scan. And she says, oh, okay. I said, well, you need someone? You need a helper person? Yes. It's like, well, they're going to be over there. This lady was really, really frail. And I was looking to see if one of the attendants can come over, but they never did. And then I saw her move over to another lane and she was struggling. I mean, like struggling even to hold like one of those little baby yogurts. Like, how does she go through the Walmart grocery store by herself? That's what she appeared to be to me. And then I was moved. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I gotta help this lady. I mean, she spoke to me, so she probably doesn't think I'm a crazy person. I said, do you need help? Can I help you? She's like, oh my gosh, yes, that would be so nice, please. I was like, okay, yes, I can help you. She rolled, I helped move her cart over like behind mine. We finished checking out and then started scanning all her stuff. We did it together and then she paid for her stuff, but helped her get everything out of the cart and then back in the cart and made sure all the bags were all like at a certain height. Wait for her. It's like, do you need help walking to your car? Again, I'm a stranger to her. But maybe she thought because I was with my little, it was kind of safe that she came up to me. She goes, oh my gosh, you're so nice. I'm 90 years old. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like, you look fantastic. You know, you compliment, do all those things. But to be independent and move out, it's like, wait, do you need help going? She goes, no, my son's in the car. I'm like, your son's in the car? I let that go. It went in and out. Like there could be reasons why he didn't come in, but I said, okay, no problem. And she thanked me profusely. And I just want to say, you know, we got a lot of snowbirds here and some can be really, really frustrating on the road, but it's moments like this that make up for those types of things. And it's nice to do something for someone else, no matter the age, but especially as you get older. And I asked her name. I told her my name. And I said, I hope to see you again. And it just made my day. It was really nice. And sometimes it's okay to help a stranger as long as you feel safe. But I just wanted to share that with you. Do something nice for someone. You know, it doesn't have to be around the holidays only. Like she really, really appreciated it. And she really needed the assistance. Yeah, I felt like bad. I wanted to help her. I wanted to walk her, but you know, I didn't want to push it because maybe, you know, that would have been crossing the line. But that made my day. Just want to share that with you. But I do want to share with you one thing. I'm doing a giveaway. Yes. Thank you for all who are along with me here. I hope that you are enjoying my little side stories I'm having here. While I do this, I'm going to pull this up here. You know, I have difficulty sharing my screen. I went to the car wash today. Yes, sometimes I wash my car, but sometimes I go to the car wash. And the little attendant guy, very nice, but they now have tipped the person who, all right, my reach is short. Okay, so the little guy did help me, but they now have a little screen that says you want to leave a tip on top of the, you know, with the car wash. Like, really? It wasn't there before. It's like, okay. He did help me, but thinking everything is a tip. Everything is a tip now. I get it, but I was surprised to see that. Have you experienced that? Going to certain places? This is like, shoot, I guess I'd better get my own bucket out now and do it myself. But I was happy to help because it meant that I didn't have to be in the hot sun or open my car door and, push a button. I always have to open a door. Okay. Even in my video where I went to Dallas, going to the Tampa airport, and they say, please press for your ticket. I cut it. You may, if you notice in the video, I cut it just at the point where I was pushing the button. You didn't see me open the door. You didn't see me shut the door, but that happened. My reach is short. It is what it is. So because he helped me and, put my credit card in for me, I was happy to tip. And they're young guys, whatever. However, a personal safety note that's just popped into my head. I went down to, there's a place down by the Tampa Aquarium where, was it Tampa? Yeah, it was near Tampa Aquarium. It's by the water. It's beautiful. A lot of tourists come through. And they had an attendant there who was helping do that same thing. And this is a lesson, okay? I had put my money in and I was getting a lot of change back. I don't know, it was like $8 or $5. I don't remember. Maybe it was like an $8, $7 charge, and I was getting $3, but it was giving me $3 in quarters on my change. So all the change came out. She took my money and put it in for me. But all the change came out, and she proceeded to gather all the coins and hand them to me. And it's like, okay, my spidey senses turned on. I drove away. It's like, okay, thank you. Thanks for helping so much. You're really appreciative because you didn't have to get out of the car. You didn't have to scoop it out, that little metal little bucket. And I drove away and I parked and I was like, wait a second, I'm short. I don't have my change back. Right? I'm thinking, did this chick leave coins back in the little metal thing? Because you're all in a rush and there's so many quarters, you just scoop it, people behind you. So she's just giving you, here you go, have a good day. And you're so appreciative. She took some of my money. So, lesson to you. It's nice to get help, but count your money. And if I want to tip you, let me tip you. Don't go take it upon yourself to tip yourself. So she got her cut and I didn't know it. I would have given her something probably, I guess. I don't know. Do you do that? But yeah, I was I felt like she robbed me. I don't like that. So be careful when you go to places and you're parking and people are assisting you, make sure, you're getting your right money back and that you're doing it safely too, especially in those those dark parking places. If they have attendants there, you don't know. There could not be cameras, things like that. Keep yourself safe in those situations. Yeah, but I found it. Remember I was sharing, well, maybe you don't remember, but this here, I may have shared it in a past live, the black fly. Remember my pen, my tactical pen? TSA confiscated it from me because it looked clearly like that kind of pen that should be confiscated going through the airport. I didn't mean to leave it in my bag, but I did. So they did take it. They took part of it. And I did a short about that. I think it was last year. But I replaced it with like a real legit pen. What's this? My kid took it off before. Yes, okay. So it is real, like I don't know, titanium, steel, something like that. This is the black fly, but it's a real pen. But on the other tip is a glass break. And I only mention this, one, because I replaced it. It's good to have some type of tactical tool with you in case you have to defend yourself. Even at the dojo, they teach you how to defend yourself with different types of everyday tools that you use. And this is a glass break, not just being in Florida and possibly being submerged into water, going into, a lagoon or something, but it's just good to have. You might be in a situation where you're in the back seat. I talked about in my my Uber and Lyft lives about, you know, they have child safety locks in the back if you're sitting in the back seat. So if you get locked in for some reason, how are you getting out of that? You know, you climbing forward, the person's driving, whatever the circumstances. But this is good to keep and have with you no matter. And with me having some upcoming travel and using, you know, air and bus, car transportation, I wanted something else. And some places where you go and you travel to, especially overseas, which is coming up, you can't take pepper spray or a knife. Definitely not a firearm. Like that dude, the Turks and Caicos guy. I have great sympathy for him, who had a couple rounds of ammo in his bag. And is he still being held? I know they released his wife. Anyone know that story? But he probably went to the gun range and he had some ammo left in his bag. Like, I'm going to be doing my due diligence, shaking my bags clear of anything firearm related when I travel. Next, to go to a place that does not allow any forms of firearms or accessories, parts. But I'm going to bring something like this with me. And I also, what do you all bring? This, I showed this before. This is, it has a piercing sound, which I will save you from, and a blinking light. Like, I'm bringing other things along with me. What do you do when you can't take a firearm? I know I talked about this before. Some people said, don't go. I don't go to that place. But for those who do plan to travel and you're going to a place that doesn't allow it, especially when you travel abroad, I'll share this in a hot second, but definitely want to hear your input on that. Hi, ATM. Oh, you changed your name. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I'm completely 96% risk-free of any lagoon incident. One of the perks of desert life. I know. I would love to travel across over there soon again. I went along many, many moons ago over there, but I'd love to go as an adult. Left a bag from hunting trip months ago. Sounds like bad preparation. Scary. Is he still held? Is my oof. Well, I think I'll leave my phone. See you next one. Thanks, Jack Kelly. Appreciate you. One of the things that I talked about, someone from the dojo actually, he mentioned it. These little salt packets, right? You get these in the plastic utensils, the little utensil bag. You can take these. It's food. It's food. But what he told me when he was younger, and he couldn't have, of course, any kind of weapon with him at school, some guy was messing with him, kind of like bullying him. And so he took this, poured it into his hand, and just carried it with him. And one day, maybe it was a situation, he had it like this, and he poured it, like, okay, I'm going to have a situation. He told me that he threw the salt in that person's eye. And he used this as self-defense from the guy that was picking on him, continuously picking on him, and it had reached a peak. And he's like, okay. So I was like, that's pretty clever, having some salt with you. Like, it won't permanently injure you, but it'll disable you so you can kind of get away from a person that is trying to harm you in some way. So that is my plan. You know, having those types of things. What do you all use? What do you all use? Or is this the first you've ever heard of that? Do you think that's a good idea? Like, I love this. And it is a workable pen. This here. Like, it still works. But this is not only to break glass, but, you know, being able to put it up to someone's important body parts if you need to. Having this is something I wanted to make sure I had replaced since they took mine. But I know there are other ones that are a little bit less. This kind of still does look a little, you know, but there's other ones that are a little less conspicuous that look like legit pens. Make sure you keep yourself safe. Yes, okay. I am going to share my screen. That's what I meant to do long ago. Yes, G-Webs. That's the first I had thought about. I was like, that is so smart. Because you're always going to have that, really. You know, and it's so small. You can have a couple little packets. I started saving all my little plastic, the ones you get when you do takeout. And I'm going to share it with my neighbor and share it with whomever I travel with, just to have it. No, it's not. You use whatever you can. If you're like, even you're laying on the beach and, looking up to the sky at night and someone rolls up on you, the sand works perfectly well. It's like those things that we don't think about. You just think, oh, I got to have something with me. You look around to see what you can use. Even when you get to that place, like, okay, I'm in an unfamiliar place and I don't know who's in the darkness or who might run up on me. Like, these are things we have to think about proactively. It's one thing being a place where you're comfortable, like your normal community. Even there, you have to still be on your, head on the swivel alert. But going to some place where you're unfamiliar, I hope that you go into a setting where it's just not blinders on and you just, oh, okay, I'm gonna sit here in the middle of the restaurant with my back to the door, and everything will be fine because it's a lot of people around, or it's daytime, or it's got like, high Google reviews, a very good place that is, fancy people come to. Like, none of that matters, should always be aware and know how you can get away or how you could protect yourself if you're in any situation at all. So yeah, see, exactly. Thanks, ATM Tim. I didn't even see your comment, but that is so. Yes. 2 Live Moon, what do you got? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, whatever's around you. I have 2 of those hatchet quiz. This exact one. Hey, AR Patriot, good to see you. Yes. I got scarred from the one that they took from me. I was like, okay, I'm not going to buy the one that looks like a tactical pen. I'm going to get one that's a little bit more, subtle, unassuming. Like I like to move. OG Tank, I saw. Yes, that's if you salt your French fries all the time, maybe take an extra pack and have it with you. Keep it with you. You never know. You might need it. It might come in handy in another way. You never know. Nice. Yeah, I found that one on Amazon. It had decent reviews, so I said, why not? And it was sleek and smooth. Yes. Okay. So let me use this time to present. Thanks for your patience as I do this. All right. So am I down here? All right. I'll make myself little. So a big shout out to Anderson Manufacturing. I know I've mentioned them, but I really wanted to highlight them as one of the really product sponsor. If you saw one of my latest videos, I have the Anderson Manufacturing Frontline Series, a 16-inch rifle. Let me show you which one that is. And shout out to Anderson Manufacturing for providing that to the channel to be able to share that with you. But this is their website. And they actually have, let me do it this way. I'm going to do Frontline. Different barrel lengths. And oh, they got some. See how popular they are. Some of their full complete rifles are out of stock, but hopefully, I'm very surprised. It must be rolling off the shelves. Honestly, I'll have to reach out to my point of contact about that. But this is the Frontline 16-inch. This is the one that I have. Shout out to them for sending that to the channel. And then they also have a 10.5. They have an 11.5 and a 7.5. The 300 blackout right there. Ooh, fancy. So I communicated with them before SHOT Show, but I met them and the team and visited their booth and got connected with them. So if you saw my Kiger 9C Pro, my pistol, I also have that from them. Great firearm, great handgun. Let me share that with you really quickly, the Kiger 90 Pro. This is the one right here that I have. And you see they have a 10-round magazine capacity for Cali. So yeah, oh my goodness. I mean, I love to see it, but I don't love to see it that is out of stock. Testament to their product. But this is the Kiger 9. I haven't brought it out for a hot minute, but this is what it looks like. Show a couple angles. I am collaborating with them, so I kind of wanted to share some details about them. I'm doing a giveaway of the D-Web D-Lead wipes. I mentioned that like 2 lives ago, and so in there there's no rifle and there's no pistol. Okay, it's none of that. But I do have just a couple little things that they have shared with me. A pen, just some like little swag type things I'll be throwing in with the D-Lead and D-Wipes. So when you get it, if you're the winner, you'll know what that is. Okay, please do go definitely check them out. They've been highly supportive of the channel, and you see their local US company in Kentucky. The team that what I've connected with so far has been amazing. I actually have this one, this chameleon barrel on my Kiger 9C Pro, and it's lovely, lovely. So yeah, I mentioned that just to make sure that when you get, if you're the winner, you'll know, because I did throw in some things on that. If you have any questions about the Kiger 9C Pro or any of the rifles, please do reach out to me. I can get you in contact with their team as well. But if there's anything that you liked that you saw, they did extend a discount code to me for 10% off using the code SheBuyers. So yes, please do check them out. And I appreciate the team very much. I will be sharing more on the rifle in the coming weeks, in the coming weeks. I'll be sharing more about them. But if there's any questions, if there's any specifically you'd like to see in the video that I plan to share, let me know. Anything, a specific feature, I'm happy to talk about it. Of course, I cannot show it to you here on YouTube. But I'm going to turn on my subscriber mode because I want to make sure those who are subscribed to my channel continues to get these types of benefits and perks. But I think I put in 10. Yeah, I did. Okay, so I'll show you. Just a couple little notepads from Kiger. What do you call it? Cup rest. I think there's a pen in here too. Thank you again to Anderson Manufacturing. But what I have in here also are the D-Lead and D-Wipes, okay? Humongous shout out to the makers of this brand. So I have 10 packets of each, okay? This is the hand soap, the pink soap that you find at most of the gun ranges, right? And then these are the D-Wipe, the towelettes. And they clean lead and other metals from your skin. I use these. I used actually the little tub with the blue top, and I just used the one that's I think it's 100 count. I'm not sure, but these are great just as to give away to someone. Like if they're just using handy like little wipies, please share. And you can find these on Amazon. The little handy wipes, little baby wipes, all those things. Those do not take the lead or any kind of metal particles, dust off your hands. Okay, this is what this is made for. And if you're eating on the range, things like that, you don't want to consume that kind of stuff, especially, I mean, over time, it does impact you. So there's 10 of each of those, and then some of the Kiger goodies. Okay, so all right, here we go. Let me go and do a couple things. Do have to go on, I think, a Streamlight giveaway. And then I'm going to go on to YouTube. So I make sure that I have my subscriber mode on. So give me a hot second. And I want to make sure that, please God, don't mess up. Yes. I'll make sure my sound doesn't come on while I'm doing this. There we go. Thanks for hitting the like button. By the way, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I've got to go to... This is what I do, okay? This is what happens. Hopefully it will... There's a slight intermission here as I go here. And I do not remember where I had subscriber mode. Does anyone know how to get over there? Those who have YouTube channels where I can go there, let me just see real quick. I think it's under the video itself. And then, oh, maybe I got it. Appreciate everyone's patience as I get to where I'm supposed to be. Appreciate you. There we go. Yes. All right, so I'm going to put on subscriber mode and we'll make it custom. Who's been a member at least for, where are we? We're in May. Since the beginning of the month, let's see. We'll just do 6 months. Just to be fair to people who are subscribed to my channel, but still welcoming to those who have joined since then and extremely supportive and does leave me comments and participates. So I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna choose a live. We're doing this one here. And then hashtag, we'll just do AM. Is that right? That's easy. So we'll do hashtag AM. DJ, if you could, please. Thanks for joining. I see people popping in. Hashtag AM. I'll put it in the back. Can you see the back? Oh, no, you can't see the back chat because you're back there. I appreciate everyone. Oh, no, Kenny Lascons. Don't say it. AM. Yes, that's right. Thank you, DJ. Just to give, you know, there's going to be plenty more opportunities, Kenny Lascons, okay? Plenty of opportunities. I just want to make sure that folks have been rocking with me for a really long time, although you recently found me, which I'm grateful for, that you're able to benefit. But I may open it up in a future live and just leave it kind of broad and where you have to be a subscriber, but I really want those, you know what I mean. I still appreciate you, okay? So appreciate you. I'll turn it off in a hot second. All right, we have 10 entries. Like I said, for anyone who joined or subscribed to my channel after that time frame, I greatly appreciate you. And we will continue to run these giveaways and lives. We've got some other stuff brewing. Although I've been slacking on some fronts, I've been trying to make it up in other ways to benefit this community. I'm grateful for you being here, okay? I appreciate you. I should be sharing my screen, shouldn't I? Let me do that. I apologize. Before I run it, I had mutiny last time. I didn't share my screen, so I want to make sure. Thanks for everyone who's entering in. Of course, whoever wins, your information is secure and private with me. As a IT professional, I take your information very seriously. So don't worry about that. Anyone who's won from my channel before can vouch for that, okay? So let's see how many we've got. 12. Yes. And I will open it up in a hot second once we run it. All right, last call for alcohol, and then we'll draw. And I'll be wrapping up after this. Actually, no, I do want to talk about one thing coming up where I need your input, please. So let me draw this now. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you. OG Tank, yay, welcome, congratulations, welcome. Congratulations, OG Tank. Congratulations. So what I need you to do, let me stop sharing. Congratulations. Hey, New York Podcast. Please do send me an email. S. Coleman. Appreciate you. You all popping in here. Thanks. Thank you. We'll be doing that again. ESCA Tech, the makers of Blvd wipe, they are a strong supporter of the channel. And they do want to continue to promote safety and security, protection of your skin and body. So we'll continue to do these through the rest of the year and hopefully into the new year. So I appreciate everyone who participated. Oh, let me turn off the subscriber mode. Sorry. Okay. Y'all should be back to normal again. Thank you. Please do let me know. Katie loves guns, you specifically. Oh, there you are. Okay, good. All right. So yes, OG Tank, if you wouldn't mind, please. Hello at shefires.com. Very easy. Let me put it in here. If you wouldn't mind, yes, just message me your address and I will get this out to you. If not, I'll plan for it for tomorrow. If not, by Tuesday. Okay, I'll get it out to you. Thank you for participating and winning. More to come, friends. Do not worry. Do not worry. Yeah, I want to make sure, you're coming here and hanging out with me and we're talking about things of value. I do hope to talk about some gun related content and not this coming live. Oh, yes. So next Sunday is Mother's Day. And so I'm on the fence. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. I am a mother. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. It may be okay because it'll be at 6 o'clock still, but I'm not sure 100. I may just do it and just let it roll and we'll just, hang out and have fun for a hot minute, talk about some things. But I'm hoping the following Sunday, I'm waiting to hear back. I can have a guest that will share some information on operating a firearm in a certain capacity. Don't want to say too much. Don't want to spill my beans. I had to get that out for my live. I always say that. And somehow it always comes out during my discussion. So I hope to have a guest on and I'll do it as a community post when I get the green light that he can join me. Okay. It'll be a good discussion. It'll be just good discussion on some firearms related stuff. So I'm excited for that. You may know this person. Just because you follow my channel, you may know who this might be. So yeah, waiting for that. And let's see here. Oh, okay. So next, I know Memorial Day weekend is coming up too. I'm still going to go live. I don't have plans to have any. I don't really go out. Okay. I'm not going to have any big plans. I might go to the pier. I might just do something by the water and come right back home and be ready for the live. But I know people are traveling that weekend. I still may just go live just because and just kind of hang out and maybe bring some folks in. I haven't done that yet. I'm not sure if I'm a good host. Okay. That's my hesitation. I'm not sure if I'm a good host, but I'm going to work on that. Okay. Because I know we talked in the last live about having a panel discussion. I forgot the topic now. I did write it down though. I think it'd be good to have on occasion some panel discussions, not just me as a talking head. And so I want to do that more. If you have any thoughts on what kind of topics would be great for a group to discuss with varying opinions respectfully, let me know. You can message me, or I may do a community post asking what a good panel discussion might be. And comment there, or just send me a message privately. That's fine too. At hello@shefires.com. But I am going to, in June. June is going to be, thank you, EJM. June's going to be the first weekend of the month. a gun show here in Tampa. And if you saw my community post, I posted, not a community post, in this thumbnail, tonight's thumbnail, I went to IKEA and they're celebrating like 15 years, which I thought they were around much longer than that, but whatever. So they had people in the community come out, some businesses in the community come out, and they had the Tampa police outside, and they had a boat, which was kind of cool to see, a Tampa police boat. So I took a picture of that. So if you look at the thumbnail, that's what it is of behind my text, my bright green text. It's the boat that they brought out to kind of display outside of the store, which is very nice. I love going to IKEA. It's like a little, walkabout. It's a nice thing to do just to kind of stroll about. And I know long ago when they first opened it wasn't as well received, I think, the quality, but they've really stepped it up in the variety. I enjoy it. I enjoy just kind of walking about. It's like, I wish my kitchen could look like that. But I'm going to a gun show, and if there's anything new that's coming around, I'm sure it's going to be at the gun show. Okay. If there's anything that you want to see that has been obscure or hard to find, between the Saturday and Sunday, they're going to be here. I'm not sure which day I'm going to go, but if there's anything crazy or something new that's coming, I'm sure they're going to have it at the gun show. So please do message me and say, I would love it if you went to the gun show and found X. What is that? What is that thing? Tell me what that is. And then I'm going to do it as a community post. I'm going to do it as a short, and I'm going to tag you. Okay. It has to be something really cool though. It can't be like a Glock something. So it has to be something, different. And I'll do it as a short. Or if it's just something, cool, I'll do it as a community post. And I'll tag you if there's a way, and if you want me to. But I want to know, I won't say a scavenger hunt, because I know I did that last one time before, and it was a lot of work trying to find certain things. So I want to be a little bit more strategic this time. And not every vendor likes being recorded either. So I want to be sensitive to that. I now ask if it's okay. But if there's something really unusual that you've been looking for and you have not been able to find, as I stroll about, I love looking. I hop at basically every booth, and just to kind of see what they have and price stuff, which is often a little bit pricier. But again, going to the gun show, you just get to see and touch and feel. That may not be where you buy your firearm, but you get to see what is out there, and you can see if it's something you're interested in even pursuing. That's why I love going to the gun shows. So I'll be there. I may go live right outside. If they're okay with that, I'll see why not. But I may do that depending on which day I go. And would love for you to share with me, bring you along with me in a different way. Hi, Mandatory Carrie. Good to see you. I was fighting with cell phone. Okay. Hi, Six Bows. Six Bows is back. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Possible cradle. Okay, let's see. 5 things. What 5 things are best to acquire after your first gun? Oh, that's good. Look at you. Look at you, G-Webs. I like that. Because people are very opinionated on what that should be. Even when I asked that question about what kind of firearm a woman should get as her first one, there's a lot of opinions about that. And I still don't agree with that. Might be another discussion too, actually. Oh boy. Yes, I will. I plan to do that, but I want to make sure that there's something, you want to see specifically that I can, share that with you. Things to do at the range, drills, creative ways to use targets, tips for both indoor and outdoor ranges. Okay, great. Thank you, G-Webs. I appreciate that. Especially the knowledge that the community here, the Fireside chat, the Fireside community has. It's just so broad and, far and deep. And so I think that would be a nice discussion, especially for folks who might be listening and new to firearms or unfamiliar with certain types of things they can get. Like you can ask some probing questions, because I know when I first started, I was on a lot of your lives listening to what you were saying, and I learned a lot, because some things y'all went into the abyss. Y'all went really, really deep on certain things. Like, oh, okay, really, really knowledgeable. So I think that would be good. I appreciate your questions. That I'll make sure. I wonder if I can screenshot this. I won't close this, and I'll make sure I write those down. Thank you for that. OG Tank, if you're still in here, please, I will look for your email. Reach out, though, if I will reply immediately, so that way you know that you got the right email address, okay? But I think that's it. I assisted in a supportive role of making lasagna tonight, so my belly's smelling that, so I'm gonna probably wrap up our live now. And we're kind of wrapping into a close anyway. But like I said, next Sunday, I may or may not go live. If you pop in, you see me here, please say hello, even if it's only for a second. I appreciate it. The following week, I'm hoping that we can bring in like that guest I mentioned. And the following will be Memorial Day. The year is already zipping by. I do want to share, I am going to NAGA, the National African American Gun Association conference this year. On behalf of, well, it's the plan for Gun Owners of America. And so if you're going, please do look out for me. Come by the booth. I'll be assisting there. And I'll be in Knoxville. Yes, for the Gun Owners of America event in August. So if you're going to be there, please do seek me out. Won't be too hard to find me, but it might be. Would love to see you and chat with you if you're going to go to either of those events. That's all I have on the horizon right now. I know there's some other things that are going on. Just the schedule doesn't allow me to go to any other events right now through at least through August. So hope we can cross paths before then, but if not, I'm sure there'll be another occasion in the future thereafter. So I appreciate everyone. Dale Pogue, did I say hello to you? I did not. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm about wrapping it up now. Congratulations again to, hi Artak. Congratulations again to OG Tank. I'll be sending that out. Thank you for sending that email. We'll do more of those pop-ups of the wipes and the soaps. So stay tuned for that. Appreciate everyone hitting the like button before we sign off. And I will definitely see you in other videos. Thanks again for all your support of the vlog series I've started. Would love to hear your feedback on that too. As I'm talking, I'm looking up my, thank you DJ for sharing that too. Let me post that up too. Always important to share. If there's nothing else, I appreciate you all. I hope you all have a great week ahead. What is going on this week? Nothing miraculous. No. Nothing miraculous at this time to share. Nothing worthy of sharing with you today. But I appreciate everyone. I hope you have a great week. Please stay safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Maybe, do something kind for someone this week. I would love to hear it. If you do something extra that you weren't expecting or something different than you normally would do or have done, please, even anonymously, let me know and I'll just share. It's like, that's really sweet. We should do more of that. But appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next video or the next live. Be safe.
Is that it?
Yep, that's
it. It's that simple?
Yep. It's that simple.